Welcome everyone to AI Sports Predictor, the only place where the numbers don't lie, and the books, well, they wish they could. Tonight, we've got a matchup that's got all the ingredients for a high-scoring affair. Orlando, Toronto, 208.5 total. That's the battlefield, that's the war zone. Let's break it down. The Magic, they've played 62 games this season. And they've cleared 208.5 a solid 30 times. But here's where it gets interesting. The Raptors. They've blown past this number in 47 of their 61 games. You hear that? That's 77% of the time. If that doesn't make you question this line, you're playing checkers while we're out here playing chess. Now, let's talk combined scoring. These two teams, they put up 214.3 points per game together, 5.8 points above this total. And if that wasn't enough, let's flip it and talk defense. They allow a combined 221.9 points per game. That's a ridiculous 13.4 points over this total. You see the pattern yet? On the spread, Orlando steps in as 6.5-point favorites. They've handled business when given this kind of number, covering 10 out of 15 times. But the Raptors, they've been 6.5-point underdogs 34 times this season and covered in 18 of them. That's over 50%, not exactly a rollover team. Moneyline, the Magic sit at minus 285, giving them a 74% implied win probability. But we're not here to chase bad juice. We're here to expose value. And tonight, that value sits on one number, 208.5. And today's AI pick is over 208.5. The books dropped the number by half a point, and we're stepping in to take advantage.
Welcome degenerates to AI Sports Predictor, where we don't just read the lines, we expose them. Tonight, Cavs, Bulls. Total sitting at 246.5. That's higher than my blood pressure at a family reunion. You see a number like that, and you gotta ask yourself, who's scoring all these points? The game ain't being played on a trampoline. Now, let's talk business. Cleveland? They drop 123.1 a game. Chicago? 116.5. That barely scrapes 240. But the books are out here inflating numbers like it's the housing market in 2008. Let's break this down. Cavs are second in the league in scoring, sure. But they're also holding teams under 116.5 when they lock in. That ain't just a trend, that's a habit. Chicago? Ranked 29th in defense, letting opponents waltz in for 120.4 a night. But here's the twist. You think they're about to drop 120 plus on Cleveland? That's like showing up to a knife fight with a wooden spoon. Oh, and the spread? Cavs are 12-point favorites. You think that means points? No, that means Chicago's getting choked out. The Cavs are 30-11 ATS when holding teams under 116.5. And guess what? The Bulls? They only cover when they score over 111.6. You see where this is going? Now, the money line. Cleveland's 85.5% as favorites. Chicago's sitting at plus 425. Which means their implied win probability is 19%. That ain't a bet, that's a donation. But enough of the small talk. Let's talk about this ridiculous total. 246.5. Like I told my fifth wife, ain't no way this ends how you think it will. And sure enough, it didn't. And today's AI pick is under 246.5. The books think we're blind. They think we'll see two high-scoring teams, and forget everything we know about game script, pace, and reality. But that's why they sit in a casino, and we sit here printing winners. Now, on to Game 3.
Welcome to AI Sports Predictor, where we don't just crunch numbers, we break them down like a safe in the back of a casino. Tonight, we got Nets. Spurs. 222.5 total. And I gotta tell you, if you think this game is gonna be a track meet, you've had one too many espressos. Let's start with the Spurs. Middle of the pack in scoring, 113.1 per game, but their defense? Ranked 19th, giving up 115.3. Not exactly the 99 Spurs, but hey, they get by. They're favored by 5.5 points. And when they score over 111.3, they cover 16 times out of 29. Not bad, but hardly a sure thing. Then there's Brooklyn. Listen. These guys couldn't score big at a Vegas high roller table. 29th in the NBA in scoring at 104.8 per game. That ain't an offense, it's a suggestion. But defensively? They allow only 111.3 per game, ranking 9th best in the league. So, while they can't put the ball in the hoop, at least they make sure you don't either. And let's talk about pace, or rather, lack of it. The Spurs? Average implied total is usually 116.3, but tonight it's 114. Brooklyn's usually implied at 112.8. But they're down to 109. That ain't a mistake, that's the books telling you this game is going to be slower than a dial-up internet connection. Now the money line, Spurs are 72.2% winners as favorites. Brooklyn? Only wins 31.4% as underdogs. You want to chase plus 171? Be my guest. But if you're looking for real value, it's sitting right in front of you. 2 on 22.5 total. That's what they're giving us. And I'm telling you right now, this game ain't touching that. And today's AI pick is under 222.5. Low tempo. Weak offense. One team that can't shoot, another that chooses not to. This number's inflated like a bad stock tip, and we ain't falling for it. On to Game 4.
Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Suns. Clippers. 224.5 total. A 1-point spread. That's not a line, it's a cry for help. The books are begging you to take a side, praying you overlook the real angle. But we don't overlook. We hunt. Let's start with Phoenix. 14th in scoring on 113.8 points per game. But defensively, they're 21, giving up 115.9 a night. That ain't a defense, it's an open invitation to drop buckets. Yet tonight, their implied total is just 113. That's 4.3 points below their season average. When the books start lowering expectations like that, you gotta ask yourself why. Then there's the Clippers. You look at them, and they scream slow-paced team. 21 in scoring at 110.6 ppg. But 4th best defense in the league, allowing just 108.6. That's a brick wall compared to Phoenix' leaky faucet of a defense. And when hey, scores more than 115.9, they're 18-2 straight up. So if they start cooking, it's a wrap. But here's what really matters: total. 224.5. Phoenix is the 21 ranked defense. The Clippers. 21 in scoring. That's two teams built to slow each other down. This ain't a shootout, it's a chess match. Oh, and don't even look at the moneyline. Suns are favored, but barely. 51.9% implied win probability for Phoenix, 52.6% for L. Hey? You want to flip a coin, do it for fun, not for your bankroll. But this total. This number. That's where the real money is. And today's AI pick is under 224.5. The Suns are overvalued. The Clippers are underestimated. And this game is not cracking 225. The books think you'll see the Suns offense and forget about L. S defense. But us? We remember everything. On to Game 5.
Welcome back to AI Sports Predictor, where we take the numbers, slice them up, and serve them back with precision. Tonight we close things out with the Western Conference battle. Lakers. Pelicans. 234 total. And let me tell you something, if you're expecting fireworks, you might just be staring at a box of duds. The Lakers roll in on a 4-game home win streak. That's great. But let's look at the numbers. They score 112.7 per game, but defensively, they're ranked 8th, allowing just 111.1. That means they don't just win, they control games. Now the Pelicans. They're 26th in the league in defense, giving up 118.7 per game. You think that means the Lakers feast, right? Wrong. Because offensively, New Orleans only puts up 111 points per game at 20th in the league. That's not an offense, it's a plea for help. Now let's talk about the spread. Lakers 7.5 when they score over 118.7. They cover at 15-4, but when they hold teams under 111, They're 26-5, so what's the real play here? Not the money line? Lakers have a 7 to 5.5% implied win probability. Pelicans, 20.7%. If you like burning money, go ahead. New Orleans is 123 when set as a 248 underdog or worse. That's not a dock, that's Rodco. So what does that leave us with? The total? 234. Like I told my accountant, that number is way too high. And today's AI pick is under 234, a Lakers team that controls the tempo, a Pelicans team that struggles to score, and a number that just doesn't add up. The books gave us a gift, and we're taking it. AI Sports Predictor recap: Game 1 over 208.5 buckets were inevitable. Game 2 under 246.5 because not every game is an all-star showcase. Game 3 under 222.5, two teams built to slow each other down. Game 4 under 224.5, locked in a chess match, not a shootout. Game 5 under 234, Lakers dictate the pace, Pelicans follow. That's 5 picks, 5 sharp calls, and 5 reasons you should already be liking and subscribing. Because let's be real, where else are you getting picks this deadly? We'll be back. You better be too.